Hello everyone, I'm Tons, and we are back on this here GreedFall. It is the moment that many of you have been waiting for, patiently, very patiently I might add. We have done everything that we're able to do on the starting world. In the starting area. We did every quest, every side quest. There were no missions to my knowledge. We found our reckless but very fun cousin, Constantine. Got him out of trouble. We did all this. And now Hava is ready to inform Vasco that they are ready to go. Now, some of you already know what's coming, because you've seen Zero.
Madam,
are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly, but keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
I feel like the dialogue should be different if you did everything you could do. The dialogue should change from Vasco.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir Friddy. My
Look what it says.
My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
It's like a guarantee that they did. But did you see what it said there? Hold on, look. Maybe it still shows in the journal. Board Captain Vasco's boat. Really, developers? Really? Come on. Come on, guys. Vasco should have stayed with us. We should have been walking together. Which I have done that. It doesn't change anything. Vasco does not say anything. Make sure you grab this chest so you get the extra stuff that lets you know that yes, you're about to be in a boss battle. Because that chest is not there. Look how cool the ground looks. Look at everything.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
That was necessary. Damn. This was an awesome scene, I'm not gonna lie.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
How is he magically all alone? The heroic Halo.
Cat! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Now, one of my issues here is that, to me, it makes no sense that we're fighting alone. It also didn't make a lot of sense to me just how Like, I get them being scared. Trust me. But if we're gonna face this thing, I find it a little odd that they wouldn't face this thing. Yeah. I'm sorry, unknown creature. I definitely took things too far. And then I did it again. This scene is so much better with no hat. I can see her expression and her hair.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
And those of us from episode 0 already know there's no loot. None. Very disappointed, Spider. Very disappointing. But I like that fight. I like the intro. It was a decent boss battle.
Madam, gentlemen. Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready hard to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
To New Serene. Character doesn't move and other characters do. We're finally here. We're finally here. GreedFall. have arrived.
Charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you are quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I have to wonder if they're ever going to explain why these doctors didn't talk. Because I don't think the beaks prevent that. So why didn't they say anything?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Go and trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha! You
All
got
right.
your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin.
Most trusted.
Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for
For
our
a moment,
No need. Have no fear.
I forgot. I forgot we were playing as a woman.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope that there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.
Now, laid off must have a different meaning for him than it does to me. You know, like that whole thing was confusing.
Desarde, can I do anything for you?
You seem to be mad at me for some reason. Do you still resent the fact that I called your ship a boat?
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Better not.
Nobility makes me uncomfortable. I'm sorry
The
if I was rude.
developers called it the same thing. So, just throw it out there that the developers called it the same thing. They probably did it as a joke, but it was still, it was definitely kind of funny.
I can't blame you. Most nobles are tiresome. I hope that I've managed to change this poor first impression of me.
You have? I was wrong about you. You are different. I should have realized that sooner. I hope you can forgive my manners. It was foolish of me. Did you want anything else?
How did you become a Nord?
As you may have guessed, I am sea-given. I was given to the Nords when I was a little child, for a reason I ignore. I think I was originally from the congregation, but I have no memory of my family. I took my first steps on the deck of a ship. That's all I can remember. Did you want anything else?
Apparently not.
I must leave you.
Greenblood, do you need something?
All right.
I must leave you.
Kurt has nothing new to say. And we keep saying I must leave you. Alright, we should probably actually spend these points now. Now I looked at this chart fairly extensively at some point when I was testing things out, and it seems wielding a two-hander is going to take quite a bit of time to get to, and that's kind of annoying to me. This game is, in my opinion, way too restrictive. On that front, it's just too restrictive. Like, really? Kurt can start with a two-handed weapon, but we can't. I mean, it would make sense if he didn't also wield the rusty gear and have just basic equipment. So everything is basic except for his sword, which you would have to be a minimum of. Like, we won't be able to wield it. And keep in mind, we're the warrior class. So, we're level 4 now. Level 5 would bring us here. Level 6 and 7. That's ridiculous. In my opinion, that's just absurd. Oh wait, sorry. We also need to spend the attribute point, which we're gonna go here with that. Get our agility up. No points here to spend. Alright, so the first thing Have's gonna do we would do this first, but we have Vasco. And I don't know if we want Vasco for the smuggling business that we were engaged in. So we're going to proceed forward until we get another companion to use, because I'm assuming we will get another one. This is as far as I got, by the way. So now we're fresh. We're in this together now. But if you did not do Kurt's side quest before getting here, we're overweight. We can't sprint anymore. We did it. But yeah, if you don't do Kurt's side quest, then
Come closer, good people.
You get a cutscene where he says, it seems they got it here anyway. I've been told to check in with the quartermaster. And that was just disappointing. It was like, yeah, come on. Let our choices matter. Wait, someone was standing there.
Atuai, Siens Radidau Quint. in.
What the hell did you call me?
Attention,
No, I'm joking.
soldier. Let me pass. I must see the chief of your village. Whatever could be so funny?
Now, who would you be to seek an audience with the governor?
I am Siora, daughter of Vladnid. My mother is Amal, the chief of our clan. I am here as an emissary of my people, and I must see your chief, your governor.
And so you're a princess, then?
A what?
Let her pass. Your Majesty, I shall present you to the governor. Come.
Princess, Majesty, you are most confusing. But thank you for your help.
We're gonna drop Vasco for now. But check this out. Like, I can't help but feel like there would be more people out front, and they would likely be positioned differently. Maybe. Or maybe there would be more people up here. Something. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I keep trying to sprint. Ooh, she's facing forward this time. I don't know how I got her to do that. One of you probably knows, like, if you want her to face forward while you're walking, you have to blah, blah, blah. Like, I didn't know about blah, blah, blah.
There you are, fair cousin. What is this? Who is this amazing person in your company?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid, daughter of Meb. My mother is the Mal, the chief of our clan.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, Siora. This is incredible. You look so much alike you could be related. If you would allow me, Princess, I would like to confer a mission to my cousin. You need to visit the governors of the bridge and Teleme to give them my formal regards, that sort of thing, but also to discover what they've managed to learn. They've been here much longer than we have. Perhaps they've made some inroads to finding a cure for the Malachor.
Forgive me, Mal, but I have a request for you. My people needs your help.
I thought we might discuss matters together at leisure, but please, speak your piece.
The Alliance, the Bridge Alliance and my people are at war. My mother has sent me to you in search of allies. I fear that without your help, our clan will suffer great horrors. We have already lost so many souls.
This seems a sensible request. You know, though, we cannot go to war with our neighbors.
Perhaps there is a way to negotiate a ceasefire. The time to see things more clearly.
Excellent idea. I would be completely lost without you. Go and parley with, the Queen, fair cousin. Try and put an end to confrontations for the time being.
I will come with you. It will take more than one person to convince my mother to lay down our weapons.
Perfect. Take Kurt along with you and anyone you feel useful. I've been told that the roads are not safe. Safe travels, fair cousin. And watch out for yourself. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
Let's try to chat up Constantine now that he's governor.
Cousin! What can I do for you?
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes to travel to the continent, it's not surprising. But I don't miss them. My father's next letter will certainly be full of his usual disdain. As for my mother, you know her. She's probably too busy planning her next assassination to have noticed my absence.
Wow.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
You look out for yourself. I forgot to try to look at them. I guess they look similar, but I'm pretty sure that line of dialogue happens no matter what. Which is kind of silly, because I know damn well the character that we were playing with in episode 0 looks nothing like this woman.
Onol Manawi, do you need something?
The first time you saw me, did you really think I was a native?
Aside from the way you dress, you resemble a native. I have never seen an Onol Manawi amongst the Renagse before. Is it so surprising that I made this mistake?
Yeah, hit on our Hava.
No, but I find it unsettling. On the continent, everyone looked at me as if I was this strange beast. And here, people think that I'm a native, despite the fact that I know almost nothing of your culture.
I understand that it might be a strange experience, but you should wear these marks with pride. Because they are the marks of the Anol Manawi. Those whose flesh is bonded to Tir Fredi. This makes us closer. Anything else?
Even her eye color seems different from the choices we had. Okay, guess we're gonna ask about her father.
I've never heard you talk about your father. Who was he?
He was the Donegad of our clan.
What?
He died many cycles ago, but this memory is still painful. So we usually avoid the subject.
What happened to him?
He was killed as he tried to escape the lions who wanted to capture him. My mother never really recovered from it. This is one of the reasons why she decided to go to war. Anything else?
Nope.
I must leave you. See you later.
I never heard you talk about your father before. I mean, we just met, but still. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't make any sense. Alright, so when we come back, like, we're gonna do some inventory management off screen, because I have an idea as to where we are meant to go. Oh wait, never mind.
You have a moment.
Thank you for coming. I know that you're very busy, but I need your help.
I'm
Thank
listening,
you for
sir.
coming.
This island is vast, and we only know a tiny part of it. As you know, your uncle has asked me to draw maps to facilitate the merchant's travels. Alas, I'm slightly too old to be roaming the paths, setting up camps here and there. So I'd appreciate it if, as you travel, you mark the places you deem to be safe on your map.
Very well. I will take care of it, Professor.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. One more thing. Do you remember that gigantic creature that you defeated in Serene? Bringing a specimen to the city was obviously not a good idea. An accident was inevitable. But according to my sources, there are others of them on this island, and your uncle wishes to know more about them. I know that a scholar of the Alliance, Professor Serafedin, has also taken an interest in these creatures. I tried to contact him, but apparently he disappeared during an expedition to study them. Naturally, I cannot ask you to rummage through the entire island looking for him, but if you can find any trace of him, his studies on these giant creatures could be immensely useful.
Very well. If I find anything out, I'll let you know.
The road to knowledge is long and difficult, but this is the price of wisdom, Desade.
From what I read, this is a 40-hour game, so yeah. I like his voice actor. He's one of my favorite sounding characters in this game. Can't sprint. We can't sprint, but yeah, I think it's over in this direction. Yep, because of the campfire. I knew. So we're gonna do some inventory management because right now we weigh a ton. Hardy har har. Oh wow. Level 3 lockpicking. So putting Kurt's shirt on won't help in that situation. Well, anyway, as a diplomat, an accommodation is available to you in the main cities of the different nations. There you will find a crafting table, a storage chest, and your companions. You can also rest and travel from this place. Okay, for real this time. We'll be right back after doing some inventory management. So, I looked at the crafting system, and you can break stuff down. Because of that, I took a bunch of items and threw them in the chest because there's a stat that increases how much you can get when you break stuff down. So what I'm going to try to do is save breaking things down for later when we actually improve that stat. From what I can tell, there's nothing you can do to protect an item. And what I mean by that is with these gloves, they give you craftsmanship, but they're not great for battle. These are better for us to fight with. I wish there was a way to protect an item so that even when it's not equipped, you won't accidentally tear it up. Like you won't accidentally break it down or sell it. So that's a disappointing thing that that feature is missing. This looks very interesting. Now, of course we can't upgrade this because they want us to move on. But check this out. That is pretty awesome to me. That, yes. We'll critique it more once we get more into it, because we're not really going to do that at this time. I can't upgrade that either. Yes. No, I like this. This is pretty cool. I forgot to go through all this and see. So we're probably going to put this on and get rid of that. Because if you're not going to wear this during a fight, loot chance seems useless. But being able to upgrade this stuff and customize its appearance, I definitely like that. That's awesome. And this is how you get stuff on your armor. Wait a minute. This is saying we can do it? It only goes as high as +1 for whatever skill it increases, but it determines like if you get resistances in addition to that. So we're probably going to switch to this item anyway because the stats are way better than what we're rocking with. We're going to keep one of these sailor's coats for the sake of disguise. And then we're going to put most of this in a chest. It also sucks that from this screen you can't equip or unequip items, from what I can tell. You have to exit completely. But I wish there was a way. Alright, we'll be back again. I know there's going to be so many times when we have the wrong equipment on in battle. Like I know it's going to happen. We're back to being able to sprint. I thought we saw a merchant.
Come closer, good people.
You'll find all you need in our selection. What? Excellency. Welcome back to my modest shop. It is an immense honor for me to be of service to such noble clientele. What might I do for you?
So, is this the same guy from before? Also, it'd be nice if there was a way to sell multiple things at the same time. Like if you could put things into a junk slot and then sell all junk. Now hats, you cannot break them down at the crafting table. Just so you know. Keeping that. And we're keeping this for our disguise. Keeping goldsmith gloves for the obvious reasons. So technically, I suppose we could keep either or. Because the only thing that matters on these gloves are craftsmanship, so. See if there's anything worth buying. Strength 2, so I guess this is considered a blunt weapon. That's fascinating. I really don't want any hats. Oh. No to the guard keep. Alright, that's gonna do us for now.
Thank you for your visit.
Oh, she feels so much lighter. Now we're gonna try to conserve our strength. When I say conserve our strength, I mean like not spend too much money starting out.
Closer, good people.
And the reality is, in normal mode, you really don't have to.
Can you help me?
We got something else to do right now, but she'll be back, my man.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain Kurt.
Manfred! Still a quartermaster?
Always, as you can see. What can I do for you?
We've come to find you regarding the merchandise that Kurt was taking care of.
Ah, the commander's cargo, yes. I was told that had come in. And so he's got you working on this. Lucky Kurt. It helps to have friends in high places.
Is everything in order?
Alas, no. Our merchandise has been unloaded into one of those dock storehouses. They're well guarded. A little less at night, but in spite of that, we weren't able to get them back.
Since these crates are registered in the ship's manifest, make an official request.
The modification of the manifest might have fooled a quartermaster, but it won't fool the Port Authority. We'd have too many details to explain to them, and our commander would not like that.
What? Is he waiting for us to bring them to him, then?
No, of course not. But Kurt needs to find the right storehouse, as well as a discreet way to get in. And he must also mark the crates that belong to us.
Why is that? They are already marked with an inscription.
Most of the men are illiterate. A coloured mark will stick out for them to find, but they need to be quick about it. They won't have the time to decipher a name.
I see. Well, let's see what we're able to do.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
How are we to know in which warehouse we'll find this damn cargo?
I'm afraid we're going to have to take a look at all of them.
Well, we're obviously gonna need our disguise. Obviously.
Can you help me?
Something else, like, I find it strange that Spider had the mindset to say, you know what, having a player hold up and down when they're climbing and descending a ladder is not engaging. So when they hit climb or descend, character will automatically do it. And yet, when you engage in dialogue, there's times where it doesn't make sense that... Wait a minute. Okay, I guess we're checking back here. But there's times where the only option is to leave. And you have to hit that option. Like, why not just have the character automatically leave the conversation? Doesn't make sense to me. But I get it. Some of you are going to be like, what tons do you want them to play the game for you? It's like, the stuff you guys, the stuff that some people consider playing the game as if it's engaging, I just don't agree. To me, it's not all that engaging to hit leave on a conversation.
Here are the crates we've been looking for. It appears that one of them has been broken. It's full of weapons.
That doesn't seem right. It is our clients that supply us weapons on Tier
You didn't know what was in the crates?
No. I don't concern myself with the commander's business. I should take a look into this. I have some friends here that must know what this is all about.
Let me know what you discover. Now, let's mark these crates and get going.
That's a far less time than I was expecting. Holy crap. That was funny. I'm like, wait, what? Like, I was looking, I'm like, do I want to go in this warehouse or that warehouse? That's funny. We chose correctly. Again, these warehouses always seem too empty. Why is it impossible to enter that way? It's a door in it. If we were to change our top right now to something non-sailor friendly, everyone would go ballistic. They'd get us. But it looks like, oh no, I was gonna say, it looks like sneaking in would have been an option if you did not have a sailor's uniform. Or if you just wanted to challenge yourself, which I guess it is possible to sneak in. Like when he turns around, you could probably stealth carefully. But otherwise, I don't know why you wouldn't have a sailor's outfit. Like, you have to have one. In my opinion. If your personal choice is not to, that's fine. But I feel like you should have one. Alright, what else can we get into? Alright, we'll just go back to him then.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine for the potato.
But I think we're gonna go with Vasco instead of Kurt, but I want Kurt to take care of this. Take care of this stuff. I made that harder than it needed to be. Also, it's gonna suck. Try to remember to change clothes. She has returned.
Hello, Your Excellency.
We found a way into the storehouse, and we marked all of the crates.
Perfect. I shall ask my men to follow the same path.
One of the crates was damaged. I was quite surprised by what I found in it.
Really? To be honest with you, the commander never told me what was in them. I received the order to deliver them as soon as Kurt accomplished his mission, without any further instructions. For what it's worth, I thank you for your help, and I hope you can accept this modest token for everything you've done.
If you have another moment, Your Excellency, I would like to ask you for your help. We have a serious problem that I did not hear of until recently. A problem that concerns you closely.
I'm listening.
I was told that some of our soldiers have been extorting large sums of money from the town merchants, under the pretext of financing their protection.
Are you telling me that the Guard is extorting merchants in our city?
Indeed. Some merchants have been assaulted, and one of them has even been found dead.
I hope you don't intend to conceal this information.
If
my cousin learns of this...
Oh no, certainly not, Your Excellency. We intend to punish the guilty party with the greatest severity. But the merchants refuse to give us the slightest testimony. The Guard frightens them, and rightly so. We won't be able to put a stop to these crimes without outside help.
Count on me. I'll take care of it. No, thank you.
See that? Like, sometimes the dialogue doesn't make sense. I hope you don't plan on concealing this. Well, if he does, it's kind of dumb that he's telling you about it. And how did Kurt have no dialogue for that situation? That doesn't make sense to me. Like, he definitely should have been talking in that scene. I know, my friend. We'll get to you.
Greetings. You look like someone who would know how to use a blade. If you're looking for the best steel, you're in the right place. Weapons, armors, ammunition, I have it all. And if you have a special request, my associates will be glad to make it for you.
Oh, okay. Let's stay focused.
I'm currently investigating an extortion case involving the Guard. Are you one of the merchants who has been threatened?
No, not at all. I've never heard of this business. Someone must have lied to you.
Really? Come on. If you want these guards to be arrested, you need to talk to me.
I mean no offense, but you won't be able to do anything. And snitching don't end well. I want to hold on to my business. And my life. How about some new armor, Your Excellency?
I was told that someone found a merchant's body. Did you know him?
Of course. The town isn't that big. We all know each other here. Poor Renault. We found his body on the street by the port. He was beaten to death. One of his associates half-heartedly took over the shop.
Have the culprits been found?
No. Listen. Nobody wants to talk about this. We don't want any trouble. It's been months since it happened. An investigation's not gonna bring him back.
You were obviously a victim of these bandits. One of your people is dead. Yet you refuse to help me. Why?
It's precisely because one of our people is dead. Now, you can either buy something or let me get back to work. Because I am not gonna say one more word about this case.
The law of silence
you like a glove. We'll
Nobody
make it
saw
for
anything.
you.
Nobody knows anything.
This is, unfortunately quite realistic. Yeah, I hate the hats in this game so much. I hate wearing these hats. I hate them. Wait, did we miss something? Yes, we did. But this hat has intuition, and we might need it. I know it doesn't make sense, but I swear I might seriously throw this hat away, like just not even care about intuition. I may do that. Seriously, I can't stand how this looks. Let's go out of order.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent.
You'll find all you need in our... Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Help her by telling her about the extortion scheme.
I am conducting an investigation. Apparently some merchants are being extorted by some members of the guard.
Really? That's terrible, Your Excellency.
As legate, it is my duty to ensure the safety and well-being of the citizens of our town. So please, if you have any information...
I don't know anything. Really. I have only been here for a few months. My partner, who ran the shop before me, had a very bad encounter.
And you fear the same thing happening to you?
This is what happens around here. So I prefer to hold my tongue and do what is expected of me.
If you denounce them, we could end this and charge these men for their crime.
I can't take that risk. There are so many of them. Also, I would not be able to name them. Now, I would like to get back to my work. What we need is the money to return. Do you understand? We are very monitored.
I see. In that case, I will leave you.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Madam, I am pleased to welcome you to the best wine and spirit shop in Tearfredy. If you're looking for something to accompany a fine meal, or for a gift for someone, you've come to the right place.
Thank you, but I'm not here for that.
Hear about the extortion.
I am conducting an investigation. Some merchants are being extorted by members of the guard.
Are you sure? It's probably just a nasty rumor. Someone must have misinformed you.
Come now. I am the legate of the congregation. If guards threaten you, I could arrange protection for you.
Threats? No. I assure you.
I was told a merchant had been found dead.
Really? Oh, I didn't know. No one told me about that. What was his name?
Come on, don't take me for a fool. You know very well who I'm talking about.
I don't? Really? I don't. So, what sort of wine would you like to pair your food with? You need something strong when eating game?
You're obviously terrified. Don't you think it's better to tell me everything?
Listen, I've no desire to get into trouble. Please leave me.
But if you don't help me, you will never be rid of these guards.
I told you, I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't learn much. All these merchants are terrified. I think it will be easier to convince the one who lost his partner to help us.
Oh, the guy we just talked to over here. So the game forced us to talk to all three merchants.
Is your hat
Not usually a fan of that style of play or style of questing.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Why would he have the same exact greeting as before?
I have a plan to stop the culprits, but I'm going to need your help. The next time one of these guards comes to squeeze money out of you, you must ask for more time. The man will threaten you, of course, and he will certainly bring his accomplices. But when they come back in full force to make you pay for your audacity, we will be there to apprehend them.
And if your plan fails, I'll end up like Renault. You don't understand.
Oh, crap. I wish we had saved before talking to him, because there's no way I want to give this man any of our gold. I didn't even want to spend our gold on us.
Are you not tired of giving them a share of your profits? And do you not want to avenge your partner?
Poor Renault.
Thank God.
He didn't deserve it. Perhaps you're right, and we need to act. I will do what you ask of me. But for God's sake, when they threaten me, intervene right away.
Fear not. We will not let them harm you. When should they be returning?
It's hard to predict. Given their habits, I would say in 2 days, maybe?
Perfect. I will not fail you.
Thank you for your
So
visit.
we need to come back and those deals. Fair enough. We will. So we have a home now. And that home allows us to do that.
Come closer, good people.
It was sleep. Yep. we might have went a little over on time. Hopefully we don't go back there and he's dead. I mean, it would be great in a sense because it means time matters, but on the other hand, you know, he would be dead. Oh good, he's alive.
In our selection, whatever. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Dude, we have a plan to spring a trap. Don't you recognize her? What is going on with this guy?
So, did they take the bait?
Yes, Your Excellency. And I am very happy to see you. One of them came to the shop yesterday. He gave me 24 hours to raise the money required, which means that the entire gang could appear any minute now.
Perfect. I'll hide and wait for their arrival. And rest assured, I will not let them go.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Back here.
I hope you have what we're looking for, my good friend. Our man with the silver coin is not known for his patience.
Well, I moved heaven and earth to collect the sum, but alas, I ran out of time.
More fool you if you think Egon will be satisfied with your sorry excuses. You know what happens to those who refuse to pay.
Leave this man alone at once. You're under arrest.
We'll see about that. And who will stop us? We are the Guard.
You certainly don't deserve such a name. Bunch of cowards.
Yield without a fuss, and you'll have the right to a trial.
Really? And then it'll be the gallows. Do you think we're pushovers?
They don't look like a guard. They look like bandits. Oh. That person got a skull in there.
I'm eternally grateful, Your Excellency. You saved my trade. And my life.
Stay alert. Their leader was obviously not present.
I heard about the man with the silver coin. And this is the first time they told me his name.
If they let it escape, it was only because they were thinking of killing you.
I beg you, find this Egon and stop him. None of us will be safe as long as he's free.
Don't worry. I don't intend to let him go.
Are your boots worn through?
I did not do that. I'm guessing since the scene triggered automatically, it pulled our weapons out, which would not have been a thing if you weren't able to bring your weapons out in the first place. Letter signed by Egon. I hope that you will manage to make this stingy merchant pay. We will no longer tolerate his late payments. I will wait for you in the alley in front of the barracks. Don't be late. Signed, with hate and love, Egon.
We must find this Egon. At the barracks, perhaps.
I doubt our man goes openly by that name. It is the silver coin we must look for.
I'm curious as to how they're going to execute this. Like, we gotta see a silver coin. You know what I mean? Coins are usually kind of small. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we're gonna be able to see. Sorry, I came back here because we are explorers. We could have done a more thorough search. Make sure we didn't miss anything. I don't know how I feel about the fact that if you don't spend points, you can't see the progression you're making.
Come closer, good people.
What are your thoughts on it? What do you guys think? You're probably like, tons. My thoughts are you should be spending your points. I do not see why you don't spend your points. It's just not exciting to level in this game for the most part. Like, you gotta get to certain points before it gets exciting.
So, men, how's it going?
Everything's fine, Lieutenant.
Nothing to report? All our friends are quiet?
Perfectly quiet. As soon as they hear about a silver coin, they start trembling.
Good. It would be a shame to have to make another example of them, right?
Oh, there's no need, Lieutenant. They've been as sweet as lambs since Renault's accident.
Accidents happen so quickly. I'm waiting for another delivery today.
Have
you
great
seen your
hearing.
comrades?
No, they must have stopped at the tavern on the way. As soon as we see them, we'll send them your way, Lieutenant.
I hope those idiots aren't drinking my dew.
No one would dare do that to you, Lieutenant.
I hope not. Or I'll have to remind them that the silver coin can shake everyone, even the guards. Well, I'll leave you. I have urgent business to attend to. Now, don't forget to send me those drunkards.
Farewell, Lieutenant.
There is no doubt. Here is our man. Let's follow
After
him
we
discreetly.
loot this, then we'll follow him discreetly. Now, it could be my ears, but it's strange to me that they say Lieutenant, even though the captions and everything else say Lieutenant. It's kind of a weird thing to me. Yeah, I have to loot everything on the way. I cannot help myself. This game has an animation problem. I'm sorry, Spider. I'm sorry to laugh, but they couldn't even, like, he can't even turn around. Like, he turns around like somebody who's almost in a full body cast. Like, the way he turned, watch him. He's gonna do it again, I bet. One more time. It's kind of funny. Can you imagine sneaking like this in real life? Let's save in case things get hairy. Like, can you imagine like you're talking to someone?
Who are you? You're following me?
Indeed. We would like to talk to you about the silver coin, Egon.
Egon? You must be mistaken. I don't know anyone by that name.
Don't take us for fools. We heard you speak with your men.
I don't know what you've heard, but you're wrong. I'm not Egon.
Regardless, you were implicated in a murder and in the extortion of merchants. You are therefore under arrest. And we will finish by having you tell us who Egon is and where to find him.
Oh yes, we'll see about that.
Now these guys are dressed like guards, not bandits.
Death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
I've got to remember my fury attacks a bit more, because it's kind of a waste to not use them. Oh, I hate the camera angles. How the hell did we miss? We missed again! And we missed the fury swipe.
So, have you finally decided to follow us?
So you can torture me. You can do whatever you want. I'll not tell you anything. I don't know who Egon is. I'm just a middleman. You're wasting your time.
You must know more than you're willing to say. Come on.
I'd rather die.
And he's got more health. How? Oh my god. What is with us missing these shots? Garrett. Alright.
The silver coin. His symbol of recognition. I have to show it to Manfred.
I feel like Kurt should have been the one to say that. His silver coin. We have to show that to Manfred, Excellency. You know, something like that. Oh my god. Is there anything back here? No. It's just a waste of space.
Let's get rid of these money bags.
Stop ignoring Hava. Hava's not to be ignored. Ignore Hava at your own peril. Her kick is stronger than yours. Ignore Hava at your own peril. Like in Saints Row 2, I think you could choose like how you praise people and how you insult them and things. Like, it would have been cool, or it would be cool in general, if games that let you create your own character not only let you pick your own voice, but let you pick your own phrases, because I would pick that. Even though there's no way they would know that the name of this character is Hava. But maybe they'd have a line such as, ignore me at your own peril. You know, that'd be kind of cool. Huh, how do we get to that thing? Some of you are probably like, I bet you wish you could jump now. Well, not really, because even in games with jump, level 2, even in games with jump, there's no way. I highly doubt we'd be able to get up there. But what I was saying earlier is, like, imagine you're talking to somebody, you see people moving like this. You know, like, I feel like it would draw more attention to you rather than less. So, the commander of the Coin Guard is pretty shady, guys. I mean, obviously, they are up to no good. They're smuggling in weapons. They're shaking people down.
I need a bit of practice.
Oh, we have no Viger. Maybe we can get Viger. Level 7. We're gonna have to be level 7 unless we do this, because I'm considering that, because I feel like that would be extremely useful. But that's 2 points. So then if we go level 6 and 7, 8 and 9, and then I'm also I really am thinking about that. So that's 11. Wait, no. I did that wrong. Sorry. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, no. I was right. 10, 11. Because, good God. The dodge. I have a feeling we're going to need that. Oh, wait. Talents. Ah. Convenience. All right. And it looks like we didn't even need it. We did it wrong. We should not have done that. But still, I'm glad we can do it now. Holy crap, where are we going? I feel bad for those of you that have a great sense of direction even in a game, because you're watching me and you're like, where the hell is he going? Well, to answer your question, I don't know. Because I need a mini-map because I have a poor sense of direction. I want to take this ridiculous hat off.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
You can open your damn eyes. Like you could do that for her.
I conducted my investigation on the extortion organized by certain members of the Guard. I think I've put an end to it, at least temporarily. Unfortunately, I had to kill some of them, as they were about to attack a merchant. But there are still some other soldiers involved that I should tell you about.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will have these men arrested immediately. These foolish brutes not only harm your merchants, but the entire reputation of the Guard. But you said you've only put an end to it temporarily. What makes you think this criminality might resume?
Their leader is still on the loose. They call him Egon, although I doubt it's his real name. I got hold of one of his lieutenants. He was carrying a silver coin, which seems to be a symbol of recognition between the gang members. But the man preferred to die rather than tell us anything about his leader.
Loyalty? Or terror?
Terror, I fear. From the merchants to the guards, everyone seems to tremble in front of this Egon.
I don't know any guard of that name. But as you said, it's probably a pseudonym. Here, Your Excellency. Take this. On behalf of the Guard, to thank you for settling this case. And rest assured that I will conduct a thorough investigation on my side. I'll also make sure that in future the City Guard is made up only of men of trust.
Thank you. I will return to see how your investigation is going. I don't take this matter lightly.
Is there anything else?
Apparently not.
No, thank you.
Again, Kurt had no special dialogue for this. These are his people we're talking about. Alright, so it was an interesting quest. If I were designing it and I wanted players to have more of a choice or more agency over the type of character they were playing, I probably would have had it where you could end up being the one extorting the merchants. I'm not saying I would pick that choice. I'm just saying that is probably what I would have done. I would have at least had two different paths. One where you could stop what was going on, and another where you could get a cut of the action. And then maybe even that would branch. Like, you get a cut of the action and you decide to punish them for killing a merchant, or you get a cut of the action and you don't care if they kill merchants or harm merchants. And this would affect things like how much money they get, that kind of thing. I don't know. But this is why I'm not too hard on developers for not taking that path, because simply branching a quest is a lot of work. It increases the work significantly. Another thing, I hope at some point in this game arresting someone actually works. I hope I hope this is not a situation where every time you go to arrest someone they fight you to the death. And when they do, they magically have some of their health back. Like, I didn't care much for that. But overall, still having fun. We're going to end this part for now. But I appreciate you all, as always, for playing GreedFall and reviewing the game with me. Until next time, this is Tons. We're done for now.